All right. Partly just notes for myself, but also I'm curious to get people's opinion on this and what have you. This here is a Woodford yard hydrant. Um, and I'll show it a little better here in a second, but it's a fairly substantial yard hydrant, and it weighs a decent amount. I got a 1 inch one, so the threads on the bottom here are 1 inch female NPT. And because of the weight of this thing, I was worried about it sitting on top of my PVC pipe here. And one of these days I'll get around and change it all and what have you. But for today, this is what I got to work with. This pipe here is about 32 inches underneath the ground, which is well below the frost line for what the interweb says for my area. And so in order to like alleviate stress and shit on the PVC pipe, I put a piece of rubber push lock hose on here and ran the hose over to the hydrant, which is on its own independent metal frame. And this frame is going to be buried under the surface of the dirt. And so in theory, that frame will keep it relatively rigid in place. That frame's a raging piece of shit. It was just a piece of junk that I slapped together for the moment just to like test the theory. I want to build a better one later. And then from the top side, that's the hydrant there. Woodford, this is a Y1 model, American-made cast iron yard hydrant. I'm curious if anyone else has done a setup like this where the hydrant itself is freestanding on its own structure with flexible hose to the water line. Something else I should add to that I don't know. I'm retarded. Okay. All right. Yeah. Thoughts and opinions, let me know. Say again?
That's how you know I'm a certified plumber.
Hell yeah. Forgot to add too that the bottom of this hole is 4 foot, and to the top of the brass valve is 36 foot. And so I got now the hydrant lower than it was before. And just to help myself in the future, so I got the electrical box right here, and there's a tape measure. So from the front tube on the electrical box, where that hose connection is 1 foot east of the electrical box. And yeah,